Here we are, cruising up to collect our IMO 1 collection. Up the mountain we go. Well, we just lost four-wheel drive. Just barely made it up and over with two-wheel drive. And thankfully, headed back down the mountain is a lot easier than up. If we get stuck, this will be a long day. This is our spot. I'm gonna go get our collection right up the hill through the jungle. Off we go. It's a beautiful day. This tree is beautiful. Yeah. So here is our collection. We've got one collection out of here about a week ago. This is our second placement. Uh-oh. Looks like somehow it might have got wet. See the line? That's a bummer. It won't be a good collection if it got wet. But we'll see. You wanna hold the camera? So this was up here for 6 days. Keep the critters out. Ooh. Pack the trash. Looks like it got soaked. It's a bummer. The last one stayed real dry, but I switched up the cover a little bit. So we're gonna take this off. Peel back. Let's see what we got. Oh wow, still good. And get right up in there. Beautiful. So still a great collection. And the moisture may be from the respiration of the biology. Like what it was getting wet at night and whatnot. So we'll keep this covered. Try and keep the stuff off of it. Beautiful, right? Shane's like, I don't know if you say so.
That's cool. First time I get to see that.
Nothing wrong with these sticks, but we already kind of got their collection.
That's all those starts right there.
Yeah, the whole thing, all the spray we do starts up on the mountain, collecting the good biology.
Oh, there's plenty too.
Yeah. All fuzzy. So here we are, back in the lab with our collection. Putting it in here. Our scale is going to tell us how much sugar we're going to need. So I'm going to load it up.
Cook rice, huh?
Yeah, but dry cook. Kind of like wouldn't be popular at the party.
Oh, I see. You don't put as much water.
Yeah. So instead of doing up to your knuckle, whatever, with the water, you do half fingernail. And it's just too little to be good, but it's just enough to cook it all. So here we got all our IMO 1 in there. We're gonna mix it with 3.5 pounds brown sugar. Here's IMO 3 in our storage box. I'm gonna show Hanson. This is what Shane takes it from. He makes it from here. So this is a handful of that finished IMO 2. Little bit on the tips of my finger makes all this.
Oh.
Yeah. So we grow this out on the mac kernel and shell that I'm getting from the processor. And then it goes in there and makes this yummy goodness. Blub 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 blub. Yum. You want some?
No.
Me and Shane ate it. So now we need to add 3.5 pounds brown sugar to our IMO 1. And that makes IMO 2. And we can have a little extra sugar and it doesn't hurt. But we don't want too little, because then it'll go active and it'll just use the sugar as food rather than drying out all the water and making it go to sleep.
One more pound.
No, we had 3.5, we need 7.
Oh, gotta go add up to 7.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I zeroed out for the scale, for the jar. So that looks like 7, so I'm gonna do just a little half pound more just to make sure we have enough sugar. A little scoop there. So now we do a little loamy, massage it. Not too hard, but enough. We gotta mix and make all the sugar touch all the rice. That powder that's coming up is fungal spores. It's the seeds of good fungus. So I'm not pounding the IMO one, but I'm kind of breaking up the chunks gently so that I can mix it with the brown sugar. But look how tight that holds together.
Yeah.
I'm pulling and it's just solid with the biology. Biology's body is what's holding that all together. Because that was just rice that would fall apart, right? It would just make a pile on the table.
Yeah.
You can knock it all over with a spoon. So it's the biology that really makes a cake out of it with its body. Because the body is like tubes or straws or string. So it's just like a bunch of microscopic string holding it all together, eating on the rice, so it's all connected. So we just need to really get it evenly stirred. I'm gonna mix it in this container, but I'm gonna actually store it in a smaller container.
Oh.
The 1 gallon one. But you can't mix it in a 1 gallon one, there's not enough room. All of a sudden what'll happen is this will change from like dry kind of looking material to wet. Just
So you recommend glass jar?
for long storage you want to use glass or ceramic, especially with this stuff. For some of the other stuff you can get away with an HDPE plastic, but for IMO 1 and 2 or IMO 2 I really think you gotta have either clay, like ceramic, like
I see.
dishes, or
Glass.
just because it's really alive and it can have a temperature. Everything. Hey, babe. Now I'm going to transfer it to a smaller container just to take up less space more than anything. And it's just a waste of such a big container. It'll reduce in size to about a half gallon. And the smaller container is about a 1 gallon.
Okay, so what was the weight of the rice? And
The rice ended up at 3.5 pounds, and so the rice and sugar was 7, and then I added about a quarter or half pound more sugar just to make sure we aren't too light on sugar. Because if you're too light on sugar, it'll bubble and get active.
yeah.
And if FPJ has a little bubbling and activity, it's kind of okay. You can add some more sugar or calm it down. But with IMO, if it gets active, it can actually really ruin it
Okay.
in just a short time. So it's not as safe. So we just really want to make sure we don't put too light on the sugar. But we also don't want to like put just massive amounts of sugar. There's kind of a balance.
Yeah.
So I just put a little extra sugar. I found that the amount I put was about right. The amount I put this time. The little extra is roughly good. So now it's full. This will actually reduce in size over the next couple days. It'll kind of sink down. But what I'm going to do too is put just a tiny little cap to keep the surface from catching a whole bunch of moisture just from the air and going active. So I'm going to put a little layer of sugar unmixed just right on top of this, just to keep it from kind of going off at the top. And I'm giving it a little pressure, not smashing it, kind of with the back of my fingers. You want to open that up and pour a little bit? My hand is so dirty. Okay, good. Alright, and that's just, again, to kind of keep the surface from getting all active on us.
Just putting the lid on.
Kind of tucking it in.
Putting them to bed.
Putting them to bed, exactly. Sleep, cryo sleep. Alright, so I'm going to clean up and put a cover on it. So always make sure that the top of your lid is clean of sugar. So I just washed my hands so I don't have any sugar on my hands. And I'm cleaning off the top because nothing on the outside is appealing to a bug, and nothing on the clean paper towel is appealing to a bug or ant or pest. But if you have sugar on this edge, it soaks into the towel. Now you have food, and they'll just eat right through the towel, and then they'll find all the sugar inside. But if there's no reason for them to eat the towel, they'll just leave it alone, and your IMO will stay real nice. Cover, tuck them in. Breathable. I'll label this Malka, Ohia, and the date. Just kind of where it was, what trees it was around, and the date. And this is our IMO 1 collection, all finished. Now IMO 2. Some of my other ones are in here. This is one for a little over a week ago. Looked just like that one. Now it looks like this. Wet. And this is one from almost 2013. Now 2016. Smells great, like miso. Keeps really nicely if you store it properly and make it properly. That is it. Put our label on. 7, 11, 16. Here. Malka. And that's it. We are done. Thanks for watching. See you later.